Next match coming up in just a moment. It's going to be Kanopy versus someone and OkamiOfGames versus someone because they're the two types give game.
Kanopy versus VitorAL. There we go.
I really want it to be VitorAF.
That's a cool bee with a shield. That looks like something out of old Wizard of Oz or something.
That's a magic card.
Yeah, I was going to say it totally looks like an old magic card.
It is Killer Bees, 1/1, green creature, 1 forest and 1 anything, and it's flying, and for every forest you tap you get +1/+1.
Ooh.
It's my favorite card, so that's why I know that. Maybe
It's your favorite. It's actually your favorite card.
It was like back when I played. Like this is like first generation Magic. It was definitely my favorite card.
Wow. I love the idea of like someone says like I play Killer Bees and you're like okay yeah and you picture like a swarm of bees or something and then they put the card down and it's got this sword and shield. Like that's a funny joke.
And then Kanopy has the like disturbing version of.
Is that a Moomin?
Yes.
That's horrifying.
Yeah.
Why? It could absolutely be a magic card though. Only needs 2 forests worth of green mana to beat a bear clean. So this is not Kanopy's first mystery tournament. Actually, 12th edition.
Mm-hmm.
That's a lot of mystery tournaments. I didn't even realize. First joined in MT1. We got it. We got an OG here.
Way asking for match 2?
No, but let's see it.
Yeah!
Let's see it.
That was my attempt to transition. Here we go. OkamiOfGames on the left.
Oh no! Did he specifically make it low res just to hurt your feelings?
No, it was this all along.
We got OkamiOfGames on the left, is a top tier Kuso Grande player, and has come over to do mystery tournament for the first time. Expect them to do extremely well. And then FlannelKat with the hilarious. There's a Sailor Moon. Sailor Mercury has a photo of her like eating a burger like this, and it's supposed to be like a scandalous photo of like, oh my god, can you believe she's eating a burger? Like I don't exactly know the context for it, but it's hilarious. And someone has drawn fan art of her in this style, and it's amazing. 57% win rate, 4 mystery tournaments under her belts is a pretty strong opponent, so this could be a good one.
I don't remember Frame of Mind.
It's sort of like Antechamber.
Okay.
Really weird first person. The graphics are all very strange, and the world will change according to your perspective. So like if you look at a thing that looks like it could be a floor, it will like become the floor and you'll like fall down to it, sort of thing.
Okay. That's confusing. And Sumo was Sokoban, but while you're playing Steven's Sausage Roll.
Yeah, it was a forklift game.
I mean, there's a lot of different forklift games. We had Forklift Man. It was nothing like Sumo.
Well, that's also a man game, though. It's like a hybrid. This was a pure forklift game.
And then for our match 1, We had Sideline. Ah, Sideline.
Your favorite.
Best game I've ever played in MT. And then
It was
Intergalactic Ninja, the classic, which I also played, and it's not my type of game. But and apparently it also wasn't Kanopy's type of game.
Well, it was Bungaboo. Bungaboo did amazing in that match.
Oh yeah, I remember. Like just first tried most bosses basically.
Yeah. So to take a loss in that situation is not necessarily a knock against your skill level or whatever. Gickman as well is also a really strong opponent, so we'll see. I got to test Sightline to make sure it was good. And it was a lot of fun. I was surprised at how the level would kind of materialize in my head as I moved around. Like, maybe it's because I've played like hundreds of hours of Doom or something, but moving around and having the things shift in a way that made sense to my eyes and brain was just pleasing.
I heard
Do the thing where the racer cards switch. I missed it the first time. I love watching it.
If you want, I can do it like 5 times in a row.
Yeah, do it.
Bam. And back to the first ones.
There we go. Oh, there we go.
And back to these.
And again,
And the back of them says MT16. Look at it.
Yeah,
And check this out. If I change like from, so these are the match 2 player cards. If I change to the played matches of match 1, it's gonna switch and tilt the camera. Look at this. Whoa.
Whoa!
Oh my god.
Then I can still do it here. And,
And you can see it in the reflection.
I spent hours on this. And we've had like 2 doubles or something. It was barely even worth it.
No, it's worth it because we can gawk at it when this happens.
100% worth it.
It's awesome.
It'll all be worth it when we have the secret winners bracket head to head.
Secret winners bracket head to head.
Yeah,
I
what do you
don't
mean
know.
by that?
I don't know. Those words just came out of my mouth.
Got
Good to have you here, Cyrohydra.
Yeah, how you doing?
Of hanging in there, I heard there was a double, and I thought I should be in here for this momentous occasion.
There is a double, and we do have a game, and it's got a very short paste bin.
I should be here to offer my completely impartial support to all of these racers.
Oh wow! I'm cleaning up some of the races on SRL from our past matches, and I'm noticing that Armored Police Metal Jack was like already in the SRL database. It's been raced before.
Full game?
I guess so. I'll look up and see.
Well, it has such a storied lineage.
Yeah.
Jack on.
I was actually looking it up. The show it's based on actually shares the head writer of the Brave series, like the Japanese mecha shows.
Oh.
So that's a thing.
Yeah, and it was the perfect time for it. Early 90s, that was a big time for mecha shows.
Yeah, everyone's trying to catch the Gundam, the Gundam wave, the Zinger Z.
Pika Pals actually raced this against Jaw on April 24th of this year, which makes me think it was Giant Tupa. So what happened is they randomly pulled the game for Giant Tupa, and then liked it so much that Pika Pals submitted it, and it just says level 6 is bad.
It's really bad.
Yeah, it's true. Myth did not finish, and I didn't look like I wanted to. That's why it would be okay to submit this to Kusogron, maybe. No one would ever finish. Especially if you made him play Blue Jack.
Bad level in Metal Jack. I can't believe it.
No, the whole game was perfect.
I've refought like 2 or got to the 3rd boss and died, and then went all the way back to the start of the stage and realized like, oh, I'm gonna have to do like all 6 or whatever. And I was like, nope. Not even going to entertain the thought. Jal's comment was, I will never finish level 6, and that's okay. So this game was pulled, and 2 of the racers went, yep, I'm totally blind. And one of the racers in the other match went, I've played and beaten this game. But for some reason, it's still being played, because apparently
Wait,
this is like different.
I thought they said they haven't played it.
Didn't they?
No.
Is
What
this-
they played because they played a different mode. This NES version has a special different mode that's totally different from the normal game.
Yeah, that's what I was getting at.
Oh, yes, yes.
Oh, Peekapel's
You-
actually
you
in
just-
chat.
You just really want to show off.
Whatcha-sha, whatcha-sha. The MT16 on the back, that's the logo we had for MT14, I think, when it first came in. The same sort of style.
Perfect. Yeah, so we this is I will spoil. This is pure puzzle. We made it.
I think we can
We
switch.
found it, guys. Found a pure puzzle game.
Let's see. If...
We finally found a puzzle game for Mystery Tournament. Finally.
Maurice has raced this exact thing, but a shorter goal.
Oh, really?
Yep.
You may imagine extending a goal and resubmitting it to MT.
This has actually been in with a few different goals, it seems like. Oh, it seems like normal mode has been...
let's see. I think I'm ready. It is Puzznic, but it's not really Puzznic. It's actually Gravnic.
Oh yeah, let's fix that on the... yeah, there you go. So, Gravnic is, I think, apparently, because now I know this, Glitchwitch has played the... FlannelKat. Her name... Changed her name, but it's still the same in IRC because of Speedruns Live and the way it works.
Mhm.
FlannelKat plays a lot of TurboGrafx 16 games, PC Engine games, and has played the Puzznic on that, but it doesn't have Gravnic even on there. Gravnic is not part of it. Yeah,
I
just one
believe.
level. You just got to complete 510. No, there's no level select here, I don't believe.
Match colored blocks until they are all gone.
It really is that simple. Basically, you can change the gravity in all 4 directions, and everything goes sliding over that direction. And you can match up to 2 at a time. And that's it. I mean, as minimal as 2 at a time. So you can match 5 together all at once. You do have limited moves, but at the same time, like, I don't know. Like, you have limited moves, but I often came well under the number of moves that you needed. So, it's not usually a limiting factor. Like, I usually had 2 or 3 moves left.
I whiffed on VitorAL's Twitch. I just guessed. What is VitorAL's Twitch name?
So underscore
Rob.
Vitor.
Oh, sorry, not 3 left. 1 or 2 left. Excuse me.
Say that again, Maurice.
So underscore Vitor.
So?
So. Like, so good.
Okay.
Let's get ready to look.
So
I'm sorry, Saiho. I didn't mean to lie. I just didn't remember.
It's okay, we forgive you.
Game's cropping hell.
So the biggest challenge... Well, there's quite a few challenges, but one of them, especially in these early levels, is don't match 2 when you only have 3 of a color, because
Oh yeah,
you're
the
gonna run
classic.
out.
The classic. It's like in that Fruit Loop game. Rings
Yeah,
of
that Fruit Loop
something.
game.
The DOS game. It's like a DOS game. It's rings of something. And it has the exact same trap that you fall into.
Mm. So this was an interesting. The submission comment for this game was very strange, and it made me curious to play it. It was that it's a puzzle game you can brute force if you want, so it shouldn't take players too long, is what it said. And I thought that's kind of a weird thing to say, but it is true. You can pretty much, like, just try things, although you are going to beat the levels faster if you look at it, know how to beat it, and then do that purposefully. Yes, FKO and I both tested this. My time was a bit faster, but I mean, it was still a while. It's 50 levels, so I mean, my time wasn't that short. It was about 40 minutes.
We do already have an early leader. It seems OkamiOfGames is leading by about 2 stages right now over FlannelKat.
110 versus 18. Thankfully, it's displayed on screen. It makes our job a lot easier.
Yep. Yep. Before I saw that, I was going like, how are we gonna tell? How?
So
There are limited lives, but infinite continues.
where do you continue if you continue?
It just pops up. You'll see it, and you can just choose to continue.
On
I think
stage
the
that
only
you're on?
reason lives are limited is so you can build up a high score,
Okay.
which is really stupid. I guess the idea is that you've memorized the game.
a thing that's about getting high scores. What do you
I know.
mean?
I'm not. In this instance, a high score in a puzzle game is dumb. Like, there's not. I guess the idea is that you memorize it and then you do the exact correct series of moves, or you wrote it down and then came back later. I don't know.
You're right. It is a little weird that you can.
I won't be putting a puzzle game like this in misscoring.
You could just carefully craft the perfect run, and then like everyone gets the same high score.
Yeah. It's true, Okami's feeling this. And this is kind of how I was. It starts out pretty easy. And I kind of fell into the trap in these early levels of just, like, doing stuff instead of, like, actually doing purposeful stuff. And purposeful stuff is faster, so...
I don't know. Sometimes they like hit the button to move stuff, and the pieces, like certain pieces, get to certain other places earlier and
Faster,
intercept another piece that's moving, so they don't quite line up the way that I kind of thought that they were gonna line up. And I realized that I'm not able to visualize these moves ahead of time, and so I would kind of like just putting a couple moves on the board and seeing what happens.
So one weird thing is that, like, the gravity is persistent. So let's say you match 3, you have the gravity to the left, and you match the 3 on the left. If there's anything to the right of those, they're after those match going to get pulled to the left. So it's like you're setting the gravity there, and it still happens even after matches happen.
Yeah, I saw a little bit of that.
That's the only really weird thing to me in this game. They introduce more obstacles later on, but they're only just little squares that are in your way.
So I think everyone's clear on this, but we have 2 separate matches going on. The top 2 players are facing off. The bottom 2 players are facing off. If we want, we can compare how they're all doing against each other. But Vitor only cares about Kanopy and vice versa, and Okami only cares about FlannelKat, which is good because those are actually the 2, closest pairs to each other.
Yes.
It's true. This is, Okami's going quick. Has nearly 20 levels down, only 5 minutes in.
Was this the kind of game where you found, like, the early ones were easy and the later ones were really taking more time?
The later ones definitely take more time, but it's not a very consistent difficulty curve. And I can tell you I basically don't remember a single level. This is honestly kind of forgettable, but I did find it fun. But it's very in the moment. It's not the kind of puzzle solution that sticks with you. This is no The Witness.
we have a lead change.
Wow.
FlannelKat over OkamiOfGames. VitorAL is still ahead of Kanopy a fair amount, though, and has been about since they started.
FlannelKat has it here. These things that get in the way are easily the biggest obstacle to completing this game. But later on, it gets to be where there's like 3 or 4 different colors. I don't think it ever gets up to 5 colors. Maybe it never even gets up to 4, but even 3 colors is a lot to keep track of. We'll have to see.
And
Lead
that's
change
another
back.
lead change. Yeah.
That was a clever little shift to the left. Whereas FlannelKat seems to be always trying to get everything over to the right side.
Another nice thing about this game is that the rules are very loose. They can be touching in any way. They don't have to be in a line. They could just kind of be in a clump. So it never feels like the game is cheating you out of doing some really specific series of moves.
Yeah,
Easy
Cat does
level
seem
for
a bit
VitorAL.
seem a bit stuck on this one, while Okami just keeps trucking.
Yeah. Fast.
Yeah.
Hasn't died very much. Okay, here we've got 3 colors. You have to think much
Kanopy
more about what you're
himself
doing.
is also stuck on 2-4, while VitorAL is, I think this is his second attempt at 2-10.
FlannelKat gets 3-3, so those other levels weren't much of a problem for Okami. We'll see if Kat can kind of keep up the pace. Clears 3-4 immediately, so maybe so.
3-7's a little tricky, because if you go to the right away, you lose out on your reds.
I mean, you also saw, like, Okami taking a bit of time to just look at the field and sort of pace out what he needed to do.
That was something I wish I had done more.
Yeah, I can see that being very valuable, especially, like, you make one move, and all of a sudden, like, the opportunity, whatever opportunity you had in the initial board state is gone.
Yeah, there we go. That level that Okami was on is kind of weird. You need to... I think people are used to looking for lines in puzzle games, but not so used to looking for just any shaped clump. No, I think Okami actually had to go down first to get this one. Oh, no. Never mind.
I'm just gonna finish this in like 15 minutes.
That would be awesome. I can definitely say that I wasn't on 310 this early on.
I definitely wouldn't be. Sometimes when these players solve it, it's just like magic before my eyes. I'm just like, whoa, look at it, whoa! Like, there's no part of me that was like, yes, no, I see, yes.
This is probably the most difficult double in history to commentate, but you know,
Just
we're
like,
here with you guys. We're like watching it with you. We're just like an audience.
How did the magic man make the pretty gems go? Where did they go?
FlannelKat gets 3-5. That was one that Okami was on for a little bit.
Meanwhile,
Okami
Okami's
now
on
under red
4-1.
And 410 was a previous goal of this tournament. And let me look at the times here. Jackazam beat 410 in 23:05. Maurice beat 410 in 28:10 and said, "All right." Would you agree with that sentiment, Maurice?
All right.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like this game is it's a sliding block puzzle.
Yeah, exactly.
VitorAL sees it. The 3-3 clear for VitorAL. That's
There's
important.
also just such a depth in that one comment. It's just like, it is saying it is all right, or just like, all right.
It's probably just saying it's okay. Is I assume what that means.
Right, it's not gonna work.
I saw the solution for Okami. So down, and then up, right, up. Up, right, up.
Up, right.
Or down, sure.
Or down, yeah.
If you just want to do it differently to spite me, that's fine.
Jackasam's comment is 3-3 was a wall.
It was. It's tricky.
Flannel getting 3-8 first, one shot, I think.
Let me tell you, if I was racing this and I was 43 levels into a 50 level goal 11 minutes in, I would be pumped. Or I mean, or I guess not. He's not 43 in, he's 33 in to a 50 level goal. Still, I would be pretty excited about that.
I'm trying to place what the little blockers make me think. There's a very specific B-movie UFO design I'm trying to place.
It's very 50s.
Yeah. Is it
but
Plan 9 from outer space?
The original Puzznic game is completely unlike Gravnic. It's got a bunch of other stuff going on. It doesn't involve changing gravity at all.
Every time I look over at one of the players to kind of think through the situation they're in, I think, all right, that's not going to work, that's not going to work, that's not going to... I don't see a solution. I only ever see things that are definitely wrong.
FlannelKat is on to World 4. We'll see if she catches up to Okami, who has a 4-stage lead on her at this point.
Ooh, finish 4-5. That's a tricky one.
Well, Down's a tempting opening move for 4-6.
Okami really doesn't seem to be slowing down at all. He is just trekking through this with very little issue.
Appears to be somewhat of a trap.
Would left up have worked? I don't think so.
Kanopy finds the move on 3-3, so
quickly
able to get past.
Left up worked.
Nice. Okami. Apparently, according to Saiho, it's most moves left plus, or it's optimal +2 is how many moves it gives you.
Mm-hmm.
So, Okami beat that in the optimal way. Wow.
That's
and beats 4-7 first try.
Right, if he takes 14 minutes for these last 2 levels, I still have a chance.
I don't think that's gonna happen.
Is that your big gripe?
There is a possibility. Up, left, up. Or down.
Well, if you tell him.
Every time you end
What
with
the hell?
up, they go down.
Oh, now there's 3 different colors.
Yeah.
Clearly, you're leaving a psychic impression on him.
Oh.
VitorAL 4 levels ahead on top. Okami 4 levels ahead on the bottom.
Oh, left up. Wait, no. Yeah, left up. I like left up. And then probably right, and then down.
And now do whatever.
Yeah, still has 4 moves left, so can make that happen. There is no undo, which can be annoying, but most of the time the level's not too long.
That is so complicated, just do random stuff. Yeah,
This is an NES game. I would not expect there to be an undo button.
Already on 5-1. This is crazy. I failed this game.
I tested a puzzle game today where I beat every level in it in 30 seconds to a minute or whatever. And then was on another one for 10 minutes and was like, whatever, and just closed it. It was like, someone else test it. It's probably fine.
That's
I'm just fucking done with these puzzle games I don't care about.
I know. That's why I allowed think and play outside the box, because endurance is a skill. You need to be able to play Rush Hour 50 times in a row in order to prove you have the mystery endurance.
Rush Hour was a good game.
Not that Rush Hour, but that is a good game. The PlayStation one?
Yeah. Are you
That game
talking
was
about
awesome.
the board game?
I'm talking about the board game Rush Hour.
50 hours. I don't know.
Yeah, no, 50
I see it. I
levels.
see it. Okami left down. Yeah.
Yes.
Maybe
I'm seeing winning moves.
maybe left up would have been better.
Yeah, maybe. Except no, it wouldn't.
Yeah,
Oh.
at this point, both of our pairs have a similarly large lead behind the leader and the other competitor.
Okami's doing like this first move, which clears blue, and it just feels wrong to me.
The
You think
Puzzle sense
blue
is
needs to be
tingling.
here to block?
I'm trying to think of a way to combine the word instinct and the word Maurice, and I can't do it, but whatever that would be, it's
How about
telling
left?
you that it's the
Yeah,
wrong
see?
thing.
Look, this looks way better. I love this. Left again. And then down. No! Oh no!
Oh no, he had
Left
it. You were
down.
right, left.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was it.
It's all about the left down. We need a. This is another Alpha says directions.
Yeah, well, it's a little
Team
different when
always
it's
left.
2 moves and not a series
Left,
of 11
Needs to go
moves.
left,
of-
left, up, down, right, down, left, up.
Maybe we should actually like take a look at that clip and see if Alpha was right.
I would just say this is an always
Snowdozer made a
left.
whole puzzle out of that clip. So Snowdozer probably knows if he was right.
FlannelKat is almost eclipsed by a whole 10 levels
Oh,
now.
Yeah. VitorAL
Or
is almost
Snowdozer
caught up
doesn't
with
even
him,
know.
Maristinct. And yeah, Snowdozer, the game,
Nice. Okami has this.
it had Snake in the title.
No, it was a Boulder Dash clone. The clip, if that's what we're talking about.
Okami sees a problem if he goes right, so does something else, and then that doesn't work.
I don't like what the state it was in to begin with.
Yeah.
I feel like down is wrong just because there's so much going on in the top left. I bet
I
it's
would
like
go right.
left down or something is the first one.
Oh, up.
Oh,
Nice.
wow. That was good.
Got Galaxy Brain.
Mm-hmm. That's why we have these UFOs.
Yeah.
Oh, down was
Floating way up
terrible.
high where his brain is.
The old, like, no, he just did down and up.
VitorAL and FlannelKat are now on the same stage.
If he
I
did,
thought that
No.
was it. Oh,
if he
needed
didn't
more
start
moves.
with down, like he can just start with
Yeah.
up now. It's gonna work. It's probably not optimal solution because limit +2,
Right.
but
But it
it's
will
gonna
work.
work.
Oof.
Okay, down and left.
Final
down.
move.
Left.
Left.
Yeah, this is the
Yeah.
kind of game where you don't care about finding the optimal solution.
Any solution.
In
Whatever
this
gets you
context,
there.
at least, yeah. Kanopy is having a more similar time to me, where he's just kind of trying stuff, which I don't blame him for at all. But Vitor is seeing more solutions, and the all-seeing puzzle eye.
OkamiOfGames is so good at this.
Yeah,
He's really good at this.
yeah, this is frightening. I'm legitimate.
Well, I don't
He
like
said
that.
he played some other Gravity Switch game, but all I said was Gravity Switch, which that could mean anything. There's a lot of Gravity Switch games.
Yeah, I played Gravity Rush.
I played VVVVVV.
I played that weird PC Engine game that was kind of like a Zack-like all of a sudden. Does anyone remember that? I think it was in Reject. TPC submitted it. TPC, come on, you're in chat. Which
I
game?
mean, like a Zachtronics game.
Yeah.
PC Engine?
TPC probably knows. Like, you put like arrows on the board, and then you started this whole machine, and it was this complicated Rube Goldberg. Maybe it was not PC Engine. Don't get caught up on that.
The Incredible Machine.
Oh my god. 5-9 cleared. We're on
Yeah,
the
he's
final
on-
level.
Yeah, he's right here. What?
I have
This
no
is
idea
really
what
scary.
game this is. The only PC Engine game that's kind of like
It's maybe not
like,
PC Engine.
I'm just saying, is the one where you control the monkey. You don't remember that one?
Gazara de Bazaar.
Yeah. That
The
game's
stupid
awesome.
gray thing is in the way. I think Okami saw what I saw. It was like a 3-move win. And it doesn't work because this gray thing comes along and gets in the way.
Yeah.
Oh, Princess Confusion.
Yeah, Prince. That one sounds right.
And he's done.
Yeah,
GG.
Princess. Some girl and I played that afterwards. We beat it. It took
Yeah.
forever.
It's like a weird Zack-like all of a sudden.
Terrifying.
I didn't understand. Well, I didn't understand the way you were describing it. I wouldn't describe it that way. But yes, I played Princess Confusion. That was a good game. GG, by the way, to OkamiOfGames. It took some girl like 2.5 hours to finish it, and it took me like 4.
I know you're talking about that other game, but I just want to imagine that was your time for this Puzznic goal.
My time for this was 40 some minutes. Like 21 minutes is insane. FFAO, I won't dox him, but the time was worse.
Okami has commented saying they've always been a fan of gravity puzzles, and that stance is no different here.
Wow. Do we have to ban gravity puzzles now, like Sokoban?
No, to just ban the concept of gravity. Gravity, you're on notice.
Every platformer, you just hit the jump button and you're going.
Like VVVV at the end.
Yeah.
Uh,
Oh, I lost all my channel points.
Oh. Why'd you bet
No.
all of them?
I only have 5,000 euros, but all of them.
I see.
Can't win high if you don't bet high.
he bet all of them because he's not a coward.
Yeah. Alright, top match is still going. We got 4... Oh, wow, this is close. 4-7 versus 4-6, and we've got the whole world to go.
What the hell is this prediction? Who did this? Diagonal with the first finisher? What are you talking about?
No, I think this is a great prediction.
So
I don't even understand it. Oh,
Like,
I guess I do.
Top left, bottom right, or top right, bottom left. I would have just made it like slash or backslash. So slash would have won.
So what
Reese
happens
is-
if
he's been-
the bottom wins?
Bottom what? Bottom left or bottom right?
No,
So
I
the
mean, what
bottom-
happens if the bottom bros take the first two?
Well, the first finish.
Yeah, it's already over.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay, so
No, I
it's just
see.
one
I
of
see.
which one?
Yes. I mean, that's
thought it was
fine. I don't
going-
mind. No, I
It's
think that's-
weird, but it makes sense.
Yeah, I think
Like,
it's a
that's-
fine prediction. It's just like weirdly written.
Why didn't you just write the usernames? Yeah, that's another way this could have been done. Maurice has been trying to get better, more interesting predictions.
Yeah.
and it's led him
I don't
to
think we'll beat
madness.
Will the Cake Open.
Yes.
The cake open.
Yes,
It's so
thank you,
good.
Petunia.
Especially because the cake opened. That was awesome.
Yeah, we cut it open after baking it for like half a second in the fridge.
We
and
did
it-
We
You
were
can make
we were
it.
so excited
put
when
it-
they found the knife. We're
We're gonna cut the cake, yes!
Speaking
cake that
of,
we didn't even know existed at the time.
Oh, Canopy's got.
That's a clear. For
This is
6-4,
quite
I
close,
guess.
and it's actually a lead change on the top. I didn't
Oh,
even
yeah.
notice.
Yep.
Yep, Kanopy has cleared what's been sticking VitorAL for quite a while here.
Oh yeah, and also the next one pretty quickly.
I did not expect the cake to open that way. I thought it'd be like a little fake wooden door on the cake, and there'd be something inside.
Wait,
of it.
Did FlannelKat fall this far behind? 4-7?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes,
Yeah.
he's gotten
Wow,
really
she
stuck
was
on
in the
both.
lead at like
4-6 and 4-7.
World 3, and then now she's behind everyone else.
That's the nature of puzzle games, man.
Mhm.
Yeah, sometimes you just get stuck on things. It happens.
Did anyone expect the cake to open that way? I guess I was expecting someone to like cut one of those birthday cake slices out of it, and then there would be numbers on the side or whatever.
Mm.
That's what I thought.
It's funny, like there's only so many moves, right? But still, I don't know. Sometimes you just don't see it.
I thought the same thing, but it is slightly... An extra factor is that they don't start in the position that one of the moves would already put them in. So the fact that they're in an often just floating in the middle starting position means that the openings can change a lot more
No,
than
cat.
just going up or down or whatever.
Both players on 5-1 up top.
At some point, we played USA, or Turnabout, or something like a PSX game, where you have like a very limited number of possible moves you can do. You can only rotate right or rotate left. And I ended up being so bored and done with the game that I just wrote like a solver for it during the race time instead. And I feel like this is a game like that too. You could easily write a solver for this faster than solving every puzzle.
Yeah, you were really fast in that, or you were able to do that with that turnabout. What is USA? Exuno mentioned that. Is that another name for turnabout? I
think
actually
it's-
own turnabout.
Yeah, it's like US-A, I think, for some reason. I don't know. It doesn't. As far as
That's
I know,
weird.
it doesn't even mean anything.
There was a day my brother visited a couple months ago, and we went to every used game store in our area, and like 4 out of 5 of them had turnabout. They all had it. I don't know why.
Is that when you
I
found
bought it
Double?
at the first one. I was like, "Oh, cool, turnabout! I like this game." And then it was just like all the rest of the stores had it too.
I thought Kat had this one for sure. Like I think it was just an up,
Yeah,
and a
she
right.
did. And she hasn't gotten there since.
but she went right.
VitorAL took the lead meanwhile, again.
Yes. Well, yeah,
Oh.
yes.
Usa in Japanese is left and right.
Mm.
Makes sense.
Meanwhile, Okami is nearly into World 7.
Yeah, this is crazy.
He has to be stopped.
He even beat a level that had 3 colors and was an N for Gravnic. That N in the middle there.
I see what they did.
Mm-hmm.
So, what is
Charles,
Puzznic
the
about?
first one.
I didn't even understand it. I looked up gameplay footage and I was like, what is Puzznic? I think you are trying to match things.
That's what we're doing.
It was
Yeah, but
in a Big 20, I think, so I should know, but I forget.
I kept
Kanopy
thinking
solving this
Puzznic
one,
was that
Taking
one.
the lead again. This is
What's
exciting.
the game on the? This is exciting. What's that game on the Game Boy where you like, or it's like Game Boy Color, where you're like a little funny blob and you move onto different squares, and it's a puzzle game, and it's like from a top-down view. We'll see if somebody gets that. That's all I can give you right now.
Work?
Anyway, I kept thinking Puzznic was that game, and I hated it, so I was avoiding testing this. But it's not that.
Are you
And I was
talking
very
about?
happy when I did play it.
Are you talking about Quirk?
Puzzled, yes. Yeah, Snowdozer knows what I'm talking about.
Oh, okay.
No, Quirk is good.
Well, yeah. That's why I was shocked to hear your wrong opinion.
Speed Gaming did a Quirk tournament for all the Quirk fans and players. There was like 8 people in it, and they had their own layout and everything.
That's crazy.
I like this, like having a fun tournament, but then going all out, like making a layout and making it appear like weirdly professional.
Yeah, shoutouts to the Mystery Tetris World
Yeah.
Championships.
Yeah, like that MTWC. Returning to your doorstep probably this year.
Nice.
Right
A
on
lot
our
of
doorstep.
matches.
It's almost scary.
Turtles got this. Down input would have done it. It'll still do it.
Right, write it down for FlannelKat. There we go.
All right, starting to get some momentum again.
Mm-hmm.
This level 5-4, I remember being hard. Obviously, I don't remember any of the solutions, but I remember this being somewhat difficult. Deadly Towers tourney? That sounds awesome.
With 3 people in it, hell yeah.
I don't think we've ever...
I don't. So
I mean,
I
it
don't
wouldn't
think
work for MT.
I don't think people know this, but you can do almost anything on speed gaming, and they'll let you. They don't say no.
That's the secret.
Are they still going? Is that channel still going? I just
Yeah.
haven't seen it lately. It used to be more front forward.
Both Kanopy
So I
and
have-
VitorAL are having problems with this T.
I should
Yeah.
organize a Tall Infinity tournament that just I enter.
But what if I enter, ruining your plan?
No, I hope that other people do, but nobody will.
I will not. I hate that game.
It was okay. It was fine.
CPC's every single game they submitted got accepted. Yeah, we did the SNES Superstars marathon, where like a bunch of people submitted Super Metroid with like a bunch of different categories. We just said okay, like we'll do Super Metroid 5 times, whatever. We'll just space it out a little bit. OmniGamer submitted like 11 games, not realizing that we would accept all 11 games. Had to like de-rust all 11. If he had just told us like I don't really want to do all of them, then it would have been we would have fixed it. But he didn't say anything. He just quietly was like, I don't know, a little bit suffering.
That's awesome. Super
Yep.
Metroid's one of the best speed games to watch anyway. I'd watch it 5
VitorAL
times.
solves it.
Yeah, and that was a difficult solve. It wasn't optimal,
Yeah.
apparently.
Yeah, no,
But
it took every
Seemed
move.
good.
Oh, limit over, but Kanopy was pretty close.
This is crazy. We've had a lead change like 3 times on top.
Yeah. They keep going back and forth.
Everything's just like on a diagonal. Doesn't want to match, which is like good until it's not good at all. Five looked pretty tricky to me. Like it's kind of unclear. Like, do you want to be building into the L shape in the top left? We saw the finish from Okami set up like a nice little 3 wide thing on the right side.
He did barely anything on the top left, I remember that.
Yeah.
FlannelKat has caught up to Kanopy and almost caught up to VitorAL from her slump. So it looks like she is
Right
definitely
up
regaining
and
momentum.
left. Up and left. Up and left. Up and left. Nice.
Here we go.
There it is.
VitorAL has it, yep. And that's the same solve that Okami did.
Mm-hmm. So a down would have matched those greens for Kanopy. Didn't do it, and is just shuffling everything around all over the place. Nothing is matching, and is out of moves.
Oh, actually he solves it this way, VitorAL. It looked kind of like a cheese almost.
Yeah, that was different. That also used all the moves
Yeah.
like Okami solution did, but it was a different one.
Oh, that's bad.
How many worlds are there of Gravnic?
I don't know. Most NES puzzle games would have 100. So I'm
Yeah.
gonna say 100.
Do you think...
Oh, this
Well,
is clear.
well-
Left down for VitorAL.
3 stages away.
Do I think what?
I was gonna say, do you think that there's a possibility Okami could beat this game before the other match finishes?
Left. Yeah.
If World 7 is the final one, then yes.
Well, on to 5-9 now for VitorAL, so time is running out.
Oh, 8-10 is the final level. Interesting.
Right? Maybe?
It's actually fairly close.
Kanopy did solve
no.
5-4. But with only 2 levels left, it's going to be tough to catch VitorAL.
Mm-hmm.
Down?
Or
I don't know about down actually.
Left up.
Oh yeah. Always
Yep.
left up and or down.
Always left. If you can go left, always go left.
that's right.
Like that other puzzle game we had where all the player had to do was press left.
What was that?
What do you mean?
Do you not remember? It was like a pretty complicated and hard puzzle game, freeware. And then it got to like a state where one player had done one level and the other another, and then they were on the last respective level. And then one of the players had solved the puzzle and only needed to like enter the exit portal, but for some reason didn't.
Oh yes, that sounds so familiar to me.
Was that Mighty?
I mean, I don't want to know who it was.
No,
No,
I
he's trying
wasn't.
to
I
go
wasn't
with
gonna
the
say. Yeah, Mighty Milky Way.
Oh, the game. I do not remember.
No, it wasn't this. It wasn't this one. This was
Oh, okay.
Mighty Milky Way. Was good though. The Way
Yeah.
Forward one.
Yeah, I was just trying to think. WiiWare.
Vitor has it.
No,
No.
the little gray
No.
thing gets in the way. This happened to
No.
Okami.
And you're gonna get 2 solved, so that won't work.
Yeah, you need the UFO in the top right, correct?
I don't know.
Oh, left and up.
No, this will
That's
do
it.
Done.
GG.
Where's my mouse? Huh?
Vitor with the 3706. It must have been frustrating for the players when Okami finished as soon as they did.
How did I win?
Like, I don't know, like you never know what kind of
I mean, it was also
signal it is, right?
it was also fairly close between the other 3 racers. It's just Okami's built different, I guess.
Vitor is making a strong point. This is pretty bad music. It's like weird and
Yeah,
dissonant.
I haven't even.
I haven't really narrowed in on it, but it is annoying.
Yeah, now that you tell me, like, oh god, we've been listening to this for 37 minutes.
At some point, I stopped hearing it.
Yeah, me too. But now that it's like saying, "Oh, now you're blinking manually." Also, I'm sorry if I did this to anyone. Like suddenly
no.
I notice.
You think that's air you're breathing?
If you go up and then left and then up,
Yeah,
you're good.
nice. Kanopy has it.
Yeah. So do we want to start getting some people in for interviews, or are we gonna wait for?
Yeah, it's always crazy with doubles.
I'm really scared that OkamiOfGames is gonna finish the whole game before FlannelKat finishes the goal.
This is Tim Follin music? He was really phoning it in. He was Follin it in.
Look, some days you just need to get something out the door.
Yeah. Have you heard Pictionary?
Your
Or
kid's
the,
piano,
or the Solstice opening theme?
your kid has a piano recital at 4:30. You have to leave early.
Yeah. I gotta get this done today.
I guess
The
it
title
is
screen
like
music's always good.
it is kind of like, even if it's not good or whatever, it is like manic and weird in a way that Tim Follin's music
That's
is.
true. Okami, hello, what a time.
Hey, this game's fun.
You should finish the game. You're 6 levels
Yeah.
away.
8-10 is the final.
Alrighty, well, guess that's what I'm gonna be doing. Guess that's not what I'm gonna be doing because I messed up this puzzle.
I like the idea of someone coming in for the interview and be like, hi, hello, and it's like, yeah, get back to work. You're not done.
Yeah, you got work to do.
Chop chop.
You like the game? That's good.
Yeah, partway through, I started developing what I like to call the clock strategy, where you basically just you go in one direction, then you just keep going either clockwise or counterclockwise.
Nice.
Oh.
And it moves pieces around and kind of bunches them together, so it might give you some ideas about where to go from there.
Wow. I didn't
worked
realize
out-
there was any higher level thinking going on. That's impressive.
So you're saying, what I'm hearing is you're saying, if you could go left, always go left.
Yeah. Basically.
It's nice of you to humor him. Vitor is also here. Welcome.
Hello, hello.
Hey.
Hello.
Congratulations. How did it feel when Okami finished in 21 minutes and you were like halfway through the goal?
Felt kind of scary, you know, because you always think your opponent is better than you. So I was
didn't-
like, oh,
I didn't mean to steal
Kanopy must be
Maurice's
close.
abilities for a second.
I know.
But then someone said it was an amazing time, and I relaxed a little. I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
That was impressive for other people too.
Yeah, that's always good to hear. There was some lead changes in your match. Went really back and forth. Canopy's on 5-10 now. But it was really up in the air. Went back and forth probably 3 or 4 times.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool. That's nice.
It was a heroic victory.
Yeah, it feels pretty exciting. It's my first tournament, my first victory. It's nice to not go 0-2.
Yeah.
Yeah, first-
Yeah.
That's always my goal in like every tournament that I participate in, is just don't go 0-2 and I'm happy.
Yeah. I used to play a lot of Magic, and that was my goal. Always, if I'm going to Friday Night Magic, don't go 0-2. 0-3.
There's the
Classic. Yeah, you
finish
have
from Canopy.
You have Maurice's favorite Magic card as your avatar.
Oh, really?
Oh, hell yeah, Killer Beast.
Yeah, when I saw the Yu-Gi-Oh cards, I thought it would be fun if you have like a Magic creature.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
I think you're not the only one. I think the pot of greed we saw
Oh, Kanopy
earlier
finish it.
is also specific for the cards.
And there's FlannelKat actually with the finish just behind Canopy.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah, between you, Canopy, and FlannelKat, it was actually pretty even in the back half. FlannelKat did have a bit of a lead over even Okami for a bit, but then Okami just
I just played video games.
you just played the video game. Turns out that's all I need to do.
That's the strat. That's how you win MT.
Yeah, there's a big meme about every game that Brosentia peddles over on Kuso Grande stream about every single game being a puzzle game in Mystery
Yeah.
Tournament.
And then you gave him a puzzle game.
I know. Well, you know, sometimes it's the luck of the draw. That's the whole thing. You know, even if you have the meme, sometimes, you know, it's the stereotype is true, I guess. But
Yeah, I've drawn 2 puzzle games at this point, so
well,
out
this
of
one
2.
You fared very well. Yeah, this was this is like, I don't know. There actually weren't that. I would say that in general, we maybe even had fewer puzzle subs than we have in previous years. But as far as just like pure puzzle, nothing else, there weren't that many. This was one of them. And Gravity's your jam, clearly.
Yeah. I played a gravity-based puzzle game in Giant Troop. It was a WonderSwan game called Mingle Magnets, and I liked that game as well. Where the idea
How
of-
similarly was it to this?
So Mingle Magnets is more like a drop puzzle rather than a like try to clear like a stage-based puzzler like this one.
Got it.
So it was more like something like say Tetris.
I like the name Mingle Magnets.
Yeah, that's an awesome name.
It's a good name.
Or Mingle Magnet.
Oh, is it just Mingle Magnet?
Yeah, but it's still a really great name. Oh, I see.
What the PC Engine version has different backgrounds and images of anime girls every 20 stages. Getting the high
hell
info.
yeah.
FlannelKat.
Rob.
Anime.
We were
It doesn't
robbed.
have Gravnic though. It only has Puzznic.
Yeah, well, if I had to choose between puzzles and anime girls, I know where I stand.
But what if you could have puzzles and anime girl?
No, it's still worse than just the anime girls, probably.
Yeah, probably.
It doesn't need Gravnic. Fair enough. Fair enough. Well, let's see. I don't know if Kanopy is coming in. Probably not, because they have it already.
Yeah, they haven't.
Up and right. Oh, good solve.
Probably not at this point.
Nice.
Solved. Alright, I'm at. You said that A10 was the last stage?
Yeah, this
someone
is
in
the final save.
someone in chat said it, and of course we believe that.
Yeah, we believe everything you tell us in chat.
Yeah.
That's guaranteed. So no
I trust
peddling
Nico
conspiracy
Jazz.
theories.
Remember, if you tell a lie in chat, that's the same as perjury. You're
Yeah,
going to jail.
you've sworn an
So
oath.
so Okami here in this puzzle, by going down right at the start, you clear all the red, but it feels wrong, doesn't it?
Sure does.
Yeah,
Like,
it's just
it
too
feels-
easy.
It feels too easy, but if I can figure out a way to clear the blues without clearing any greens, which I don't think I can. I mean, I can pursue that avenue a little bit and see what comes of it, but I think I'm gonna have a hard time
Yeah,
getting myself into a position of. What happens if I line them all up? Let's humor this idea and see what happens. No. Well, I might have. Maybe I could have done something more with that. I have to see if there's like some way to make this work now.
We had a mahjong game, a mahjong arcade game in Giant Tupa that we thought was just an innocent, fun mahjong game.
Uh-huh.
And
Yup.
then,
Oh, I
and
think
then
I think I remember seeing that match.
FFAO never got a valid hand, and then he did off screen and came back and said, "When you get a valid hand, the background character takes off an
I
article of
remember
clothing." We were like, "Oh, it's a good thing they never got a valid hand during the game." Yeah, so I guess every once in a while you get arcade games you shouldn't stream on Twitch. I'm sure the one article would have been fine, but
It turns out we should probably.
I like this.
Yeah, I like the idea going into this.
Left and right are no good, and down doesn't do anything, so
No
it had to be
left.
up.
Down?
I'm gonna try my tried and true clock strat and see what happens. Oh, that's not gonna work actually. Fuck.
I think you almost had it earlier.
Down
not
left
right
would
down?
match all the reds.
yeah,
I
he went right
remember-
down.
What I did that first time around, the beginning part of it, I think was yeah. So write down. I'm gonna actually write that down on my notepad here because I think write down has a bit more potential, possibly.
But now the only move is up.
Yeah. I mean, I could go down again.
Why?
Oh, I was kind of hoping it would take a move.
Just like, oh, limit over.
Why not?
Okay, now right or left, but probably left, because if you go right, it's only down. And that's wrong.
Yeah.
So this has to be left. I'm probably a bit behind level.
And I can't go up, and then right kind of just puts us back to square one.
Yeah, and down doesn't do anything.
Down there.
What I really need to like figure out how to do is isolate the blues and just get those knocked out at once.
So I think
Which
this start is
I might
also
have
wrong.
an idea.
I can't believe they actually made the final level hard.
Screwed up.
Nope, that's not it.
Yeah, now you can't go left, otherwise it would work.
It's messed up that they made the final level of a puzzle game hard.
I think
Yeah,
the
that's
start is
pretty
wrong.
messed up.
Alright, so I had right down. So let's see what left up does. Bad.
Yeah, no, up. What about up at the start? Down also
Up at the
doesn't
start.
work. Like left is wrong.
Yeah.
Up, I kind of like, Wait, no, I hate up.
No, yeah,
You
I was
can't go
gonna
Left
say,
and
anywhere.
right are the only other
It's like-
moves, and
Yeah.
they both
no
lose.
matter what you do, you're ruined.
Okay, so left and up is both wrong. And down.
Down at the start.
I think clearing red at the start is the way forward.
Okay.
If you go down, then right is the only move. So
I had to remember which one was red at the start, because I could clear red at the start, or I could clear green at the start, so I have lots of choices.
how about like left down maybe,
Now, let's see what that does.
and then maybe right,
Trying to get all the blues in the little slots.
right and up maybe.
I'm just listening to Maurice here. My
Oh,
only choice now from this point is left, but
Yeah, left doesn't
What?
work.
yeah.
well, you can get the blues, but down left.
The greens match before.
Yeah.
But I bet it's something with that cubby in the bottom left.
Oh my god, is it? No, it's not. Right, because I did that earlier.
Yeah, we've
I'm like, oh
been
my
here.
God.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm
I know,
starting to forget.
I feel like we should
but-
stop giving hints. Okami was better at this on his own.
Shit.
I like
reminded
the
me.
insight into the thought process though, because there's so much of like when 4 you were all playing and we're just watching the gems move around, and if we stop to focus on any one level, we miss a bunch of progress from everyone else. So
I like this. I like where you're going here.
Down,
Oh, this
left,
is
down,
great. Right. Right.
This is it.
Right.
Yeah.
And
Woohoo!
then down.
Oh, it's the optimal solution because
was
you have 2
optimal.
moves left.
That's not the
Okay,
ending I
now
was expecting.
Whoa! Whoa! Whoa!
You're a sexy lady. Nice.
Yep.
I mean, there's a heart.
Gravnic, baby.
That's the sexy you can get on the NES.
that's third 80s puzzle game. 90s puzzle game.
Imagine you're a Japanese teenager. You're in your basement in 1989. You're like, I have to get to the end of this game.
And you
to
only
see
see
the
it for, like,
drawing of the girl in the bunny suit.
Your
only
mom
get
comes
it.
in and you're like, no, it was just puzzles.
Just puzzles.
Now this, I'm gonna drop something in a mystery tournament room. Now this is all we need to just complete the set. I know about, this is one thing I definitely know about Puzznic.
Oh, it does have really good Amiga music.
Hell yeah. It's Tim Fallon music.
I'm
Oh,
just
okay. So somebody said this was Tim Fallon, and
No, I don't think this is Tim Fallon. I think the Amiga version's Tim Fallon.
got it.
Nice.
Yeah, this song rules. I'm listening to this here. This is significantly better than what was in the game we were just playing.
Well, could you please share with the class?
Oh no, he
It's in
posted
there.
it in the Discord.
Yeah,
Oh,
mystery. Look in the Discord.
Oh, this
You're
is
up for
much
the chat.
better. What?
There you go, chat. You can listen to that while we wrap up. That's the
Yeah,
end of our
that's
matches for tonight. So, congratulations to both you, Okami and Vitor. And thanks so much for
Can you
coming
pull
to
up
chat.
the upcoming schedule real quick, Maurice, and we'll talk about